Welcome, everybody, to Confessions of a Binge Eater. I'm so excited for you to meet Deb, who has had a pretty traumatic life experience that Heal Your Hunger has helped her get through. And I can't wait for you to hear what happened and how she got through it. Welcome, Deb. I'm so happy to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me, Tricia.
Yeah, this is awesome. I love you to pieces. It's been so lovely to have you be a part of the Heal Your Hunger community. And I know for a fact that there are people who need to hear your story because it's a doozy. It's a doozy. And you have come through what you've been through with absolute love and grace and dignity and self-care and self-love. So it's been an honor. I have to just say right out of the gate, it's been an honor to be walking beside you on this journey. So thank you for that honor.
It's been my pleasure. And I apologize, I'm a little emotional, but
Nothing to apologize for. Tears are okay.
I do. This has been the most amazing journey I could have ever imagined. Um, just a little bit about growing up.
Yeah, tell us.
I found comfort in food. I had a lot of fear growing up, and it seemed like food was always there. Food never left me. And whenever I wanted it, I could find it. I struggled with weight off and on. I don't think as a little girl I knew that I had weight problems, but I can remember my dad saying, well, you're not missing many meals, are you? Or do you think you should maybe eat a little more? So I was never just right. I was always too heavy, or if I lost weight, I was too thin. And I've been on numerous diets, especially after I got married. I started doing the diets because that's when I really gained my weight. And I could rock a diet amazingly well, just as most people. But then, pretty much to the minute the diet was over, then I found my sweets and couldn't stop eating them. And then all the weight came back. So that was pretty much my married life. I struggled with my weight off and on.
And tell people
My
how old you are now, if you don't mind.
I am 74,
Oh, wow. Looking
and
good, looking good.
thank you, thank you. Uh, as my husband retired, he wanted to move to Arizona, so we were snowbirds for a while. Then, after 3 years, he convinced me to move here permanently because he said I would never be here in the summer. The summers are awful, to say the least. And within a year of that, he divorced me.
Wow.
After 49 years and 10 months of marriage,
Oh
he
my
divorced
gosh.
me. And throughout your program, I have been able to reflect on my marriage and see things in my marriage that I didn't realize were there. I am the woman I am today because my ex is named Mike, and I am the woman I am today because of Mike. I'm able to live this amazing life in a retirement community. I have 3 grown, successful children that I am so proud of. And I knew when Mike walked out on April 1st that I had to do something. In the past, if I go back just a second, my boys were born and raised in Colorado. Then when the business sold, we moved to Washington State. That was a really hard move for me. I became depressed. I had to start working out of the home, and I gained 60 pounds. And so became quite overweight. And then I worked, I got it off, and have kept off over 50 pounds. And we moved to Arizona. And I knew when Mike walked out that I had a choice to make. I could either really work hard to make this last stage of my life the best part of my life I've ever had, or I could let what happened in Washington State happen, and I wasn't willing to do that. So I needed to rock this divorce. I heard about you with Make Peace with Food, and honestly, those 3 days with you, Tricia, I swear, if you would have said my name instead of yours, it fits so well. Everything you said was just so perfectly exactly what my life had been, and I thought, okay, I got to do this. This woman is gonna change my life. And you have.
Mm.
Um, I heard make peace with food, and I thought I've got to do this. So I joined, and I won't kid you, that first year was really hard. I cried my eyes out, which was per I learned that it's okay to cry, to hurt, to share, to tell people how raw you are, and have them still love and accept and embrace you for who you are. And I learned that through your mentors and coaches and you. Um, we learned a lot that first year in the self-care secrets that you do and in writing. Writing was so amazing for me. The support from the coaches, the modules. I love the modules that you have. And I continue to be totally amazed how the women in the group were all emotional eaters. We're all addicted to food in some way or not. Our paths are a little different, but we all have the emotional pull to food. And I've never felt so included in a group and so understood. It doesn't matter what path you're on, we all have our challenges. So, within 2 months of walking out, my ex decided to divorce me. And that was a shock because um, I thought we would work on things and we'd be okay. But it didn't work that way. And so within 3 months, I was a divorced woman at the age of 71, having never paid a bill, having never managed a house, having never done any of the business aspects of living. I raised the boys. With Mike's help, we raised the boys, and I did my own thing. But really, looking back at it, I was a princess. I've called myself a princess. I spent money. I knew how to spend money. I learned how, actually, being married to Mike. And now I had to get serious, and it was really hard work. I have 3 sons. I have one son specifically that has really gotten me through this. Two of them that I go to for questions and answers and business questions. I am so amazed every day at how wonderful my children are and the support that they have given me to help me through this. So if we fast forward through the program and the retreats, the Zooms, the personal contact to 3 years, I never thought I would get over my ex. I always thought that I would love him, that I would be crushed by what he did. I don't understand why he divorced me to this day. I never will know why he did. But I met with him a couple weeks ago, and he has since gotten married. And I'm fine. We had a good conversation, and I felt so good about that. I had no emotional tug. And I know that you and Sela and the coaches have been telling me that would happen, and it did. And the reason it happened is because of the program and because of the support I got. During the program, I decided I was going to rock this divorce. And I have challenged myself to do so many things. Anything that was difficult, I have survived and I have done. I even last July went to Costa Rica by myself to join people in a retreat that I did not know. I was scared to death to do that. International travel just really frightened me, but I did it. And I did so many things in Costa Rica that I've never traveled internationally. I've never done anything alone. I did the zip lining, the jumping off the platform, swimming in the ocean, dancing in the pool.
How
We did
fun.
we did so many things. It was so fun, and I did it alone and I did it well. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to Mexico for my second trip, and again, alone. to a retreat. I couldn't have done any of that without Heal Your Hunger. And that was my goal, was to rock this, um, and know that my life was going to be great. And I tell you, at the age of 74 now, I feel better than I ever felt in my early 60s. I am active. I am moving. I am very conscious about what I eat. The other day, I was having some really bad feelings, and I wrote, and it's like, that's so good, Deb. And you pray. I mean, the couple things have been going on the last 2 days. It's like, God, whoa, I've been asking about that. I just got clarity. Thank you. I mean, I don't know how I could do this without God and without prayer. That has been so much. Well, Jesus has always been in my life and been important to me, but just the spiritual aspect. We just can't do it alone. We cannot. I cannot do this alone, and I know that. And I still have a lot of healing, but oh, let's face it, I'm going to have healing on my deathbed, you know?
You've en you've embraced the healing journey is what you've done.
I Yes,
You're not stuffing your feelings with food, so you're embracing healing, which is kind of like one or the other, right?
it is. It is. Thank you. That's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. That is so inspirational, Deb. Thank you for sharing all that. I mean, it's been such an incredible pleasure to watch you and witness you and your healing. I mean, that's an incredible overcoming story. And you really could have taken one or one of two paths, you know.
Hmm.
And first of all, you decided to thrive in this time and not to crumble and fall. And like you say, rock your divorce. And you certainly have. You were shedding the tears, you were going through the pain, you were grieving, but you allowed yourself to do all that in support, right? With all of us staying very close to you and encouraging you. And you're very raw and honest about what you were going through every step of the way, which is the way, you know, that is the way. And so I just really want to congratulate you on that and how far you've come and the beautiful honesty and rawness you have brought to the community because I think honesty begets honesty. And the more honest you've been with your feelings, the more it's helped other women in the program be more honest with their feelings. And they're just feelings, right? They're just feelings. But when we've spent a lifetime running from them, they're more than just feelings. Like they feel like they're going to break
Hmm.
us,
Hmm.
which is why it's really hard to do this alone. And I'm glad that you have sought the support of Heal Your Hunger and you've gone through the feelings and you've changed in so many beautiful ways. You're just so beautiful. And you were beautiful when you
Thank
came to
you.
us, but your light is brighter now.
I did look back. I went and looked back at some of the group calls. It's like, whoa. And as I'm feeling so great now, I realize I thought I was doing great the whole time, but I realized that I wasn't, but I was doing a good job out in the community pretending. And I would like to say one last thing to any woman that is out there struggling, going through a change, whatever your change may be, death, divorce, whatever your change is, don't be afraid um, to ask for help. You are going to be afraid. I was scared to death. I'm still very, I'm moving to Texas. It's like, whoa, what am I doing? But know that there's help out there, and reach out there, and be vulnerable, because you're going to find so much support and so much love. And if you just sit in your chair and watch life go by, which we can do, that is so much easier. You're not going to be the person you can be, and you have so much to give. And even though you feel that you have no life left, you have so much life to give. So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to um, ask for help, and don't be afraid to cry. It's
So
okay.
beautiful.
It's okay. I've been so raw on these Zooms, and I've had nothing but positive comments like, Deb, thank you so much. So that's what I want to say to you. Please, whatever choice you choose, choose you. I have chosen me, and I absolutely love myself. I love my body most of the time, and you are worth it, and you can learn to love you. So
So beautiful, Deb. Thank you. And
go for
before
it.
we hit record, you said some really powerful things about your relationship with food and how that's changed. Can we just hear a little bit about that?
Yes. Yes. I used to, growing up, food was my comfort. I would go to food and it was always there. I felt that it loved me. When I couldn't have anybody come help me when I was calling because I was afraid and scared in my bed, food was always there. And I was really good at finding food and sneaking food. Now, when I think about food and I think, okay, you know what? Some M&Ms would be great right now because that's really going to help me feel better. And then it's like, no, it's not going to help me feel better. All M&Ms are going to do is upset my digestion, and they're not there to help me. They hurt me. Food hurts me. And I realize now that food is not what's going to make me better. I used to go on a diet, and I was great at it. I don't remember if I already said this, but I was great at diets. And the minute they would end, the minute they would end, I would head for the cookies, I would head for the sweets, and I couldn't actually stuff enough food in. And then the weight would all come back. So my relationship with food has changed in that um, I now think of food more as, am I hungry right now? Do I really need it? Have I had enough food? And what do I want if I'm thinking, oh, what's in the fridge? What is it I really want? Because I'm not hungry. So my relationship with food has changed very much since the start.
You're
Yeah,
such a love, Deb. I love you so much, and I'm so glad our paths have crossed and will continue to be in each other's lives. And I'm really happy about that.
I am too, Tricia.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tricia.
Mwah. Love you, girl.
Love you too.
If you're ready to get off the dieting roller coaster ride and finally make peace with food and with your body, talk to a Heal Your Hunger mentor about what steps you need to take based on your own history with food and weight. Go to healyourhunger.com and register for an emotional eating breakthrough session and see how fast you can experience real change. It's a complimentary evaluation, but there are limited spots available. So go to healyourhunger.com and register to speak with a mentor today.